Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. So we are going to do a repeat of a game we did a few weeks ago with Hulkling versus Magog in the Coliseum. And the reason we are doing this is because one of the homies in the custom content creator community, Kajislav, left a comment about saying that the Fantasy Flight Hulkling is not as good or not as thematic as the actual Hulkling. I actually like the idea and that he had made one a while ago that he thought was more thematic. I like the idea of that challenge, so we're going to find out right now. So we are going to play Kajislav's Hulkling, and we're going to repeat the scenario with Magog, except this time someone from the DC Custom Content Team ES reskinned him as the Wonder Woman villain Giganta. So we are doing it exactly the same, except I am doing protection still, but I'm doing the pre-made protection deck that came in this pack. I have not read any of his cards, so we are going into this naked as all get out. So with that being said, come on over, let's have a little bit of fun. First things first, Fee Fi Fo Fum. Put Panic Civilians environment and Cheering Civilians environment, each with their neutral side up. Already did that. And like I said, it's just a reskin, except Giganta is opposed to Magog, so it works exactly like Magog does. And we're also doing standard 2 like we did the last time. So, all right, let's get to this nonsense then. Starting hand size of 6, hit points 13. Setup, put origin form into play, scroll origin face up. Scroll origin. Permanent Hulkling gains a scroll trait. Exhaust this card, flip it. Response, after you spend a card with the Kree trait, exhaust this card to draw one. Alright, we will draw our 6 cards. It's our genius. Hard to ignore. Nega rings. Shift and strike. Counter punch. And L'Oreal. Alright, threat is never really a big thing with Magog. Actually, let's see what his hero side does first before we make a decision. 1 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense. Response, after you play a card with a Kree or Skrull trait. If you share that trait, draw a card, okay? Alright, so because Giganta has... what's the word I'm looking for? Because Giganta is steady and it takes 2 cards to actually stun them, I don't think this is going to be great yet. I'm not sure if I'm defending yet, so we'll get rid of that as well. Okay, then we will get rid of those, get 3 more. Sorry, not today. Okay, I guess I will be doing more defense. Not today, provoked. And Skrull infiltration, okay. Oh, this, I have no clue what I'm doing. Maybe I should have read the cards before playing, but oh well. All right. 2. 3. And 4. To bring L'Oreal into play. After she takes any amount of damage from an attack, give her a tough status card. She's going to go ahead and exhaust and hit Giganta for 3. Teddy is going to flip to hero form. He'll exhaust and hit Giganta for 2. Actually, I might as well use Scroll Origin. Exhaust this card to flip it. Now I have the Kree card. And we'll get rid of Not Today. And everybody will ready back up. And we'll draw the new hand size of 5. New toys are Negabands, Mergin, Provoked, Glorious Flight, and Deflect the Blow. Okay, I like that card. Deflect the Blow. When you take any amount of damage, you have to set it up, but okay. That goes up by 1. Giganta will attack for 2. I don't have any readies that I can... Actually, no, let me try something. I will defend for 2, so Jan attacks for 2 plus 3. So 2, 3. So I have 2 defense, so I have 2 defense, so I take 1 damage. As a response, I'm going to go ahead and play Provoked. After I defend an attack and take at least 1 damage, ready my hero. Bad card is Wanton Destruction. When revealed, if Panic Crowd is on its fleeing crowd side, place a threat there. Starts with 4. Panic Crowd is on neutral side, so I don't get an extra threat. But still, 2 acceleration icons is not great. Oh, after I spend a card, not play a card. Okay. Actually, no, this will work. So, I'm going to use the Negabands for 1 resource. Response, after I spend a card with the... No, it's still not that. Okay. Alright, so play 1, 2, and 3. To play down Mirror again. She is a Kree and a Skrull, so Hulkling's response comes into play. After I play a card with the Kree or Skrull trait from my hand, if I share the trait, draw a card. All right. We are again going to exhaust to remove 2 threat from this monstrosity. Teddy will exhaust to remove a threat from that card, from wanton destruction as well. I will keep Excelsior because that might help me later. L'Oreal I'm going to hold on to for a little bit longer. So everybody will ready up. Draw back up to hand size. New toys are Counterpunch, Drunken Love, confuse your dead heal for damage from it. Wiccan cannot be that good of a kisser. To make you all confused. There's no way he's that good of a kisser. Anyway, Talos. When Talos will take any amount of consequential damage, deal that damage to another character I control. And hard to ignore. Okay. All right, back up to the main scene. So, 3, 4. Oh, wait, I forgot his response. After a Giganta attacks and damages a character, place a panic counter on them. Okay. All right, so Giganta will attack me for 2 again. I will, hold on. Okay, I have to defend to do Counterpunch, but actually, no, I will not defend at all this turn, so instead take that to the face. So it's me for 2 plus 3, okay. And bad card is the Minotaur, Villainous, Brute Elite. After the Minotaur attacks and damages a character, place a panic counter on the crowd. Oh, joy. All right, so he's the surprise contender for this set, all right? All right, gonna display for 1. But Kree Origin. Response: after I spend a card with the Skrull trait, Talos is a Skrull. Exhaust this card to draw 1. Two, 3, and I will play down Excelsior. Restricted: while Excelsior is ready, my basic attacks gain piercing. Exhaust Excelsior to gain a lightning resource, okay? And Teddy's response: after I play a card with the Kree or Skull trait from my hand, I did. If you share the trait, I am currently a Kree. The sword also has a Kree trait. I draw another card. All right, I'm going to play Counterpunch for 1. Resource to play hard to ignore. After I defend against an attack and take no damage, remove a threat from the scheme. All right, Hulkling will exhaust for 1 to remove a threat from wanton destruction to solve it. When defeated, place 1 cheer counter on the cheering crowd. All right, so this should be at 2, this should be at 1. Hard to ignore I played, so that stays out. And Ariel's going to exhaust to do 3 damage to... Should I do it to the Minotaur or to Giganta? We'll do it to the Minotaur. Okay, should I use her action to... I don't really need the heal, so... Okay, I guess I will. Alright, I will exhaust me again to deal 2 damage to the Minotaur. She only has 2 health, so she's gone. I will exhaust Excelsior to generate a resource and play Drunken Love, confuse my identity, and heal 4 damage. So I'm healed back to normal, but I am confused. Why am I confused? I think Teddy knows very much who he is. Alright, hold on. Before I do this, I am going to straighten everybody up, but am I going to... Yeah, let's go to alter ego form first. Then response. After I change origin form, heal a damage from Teddy. Don't need to, but I am in... Yeah, I was going to go to alter ego form this turn anyway, so everybody straighten up. Draw 6. New toys are Cree Ferocity. Drunken Love again. Ancestors. Skrull Infiltration. Cree Ferocity. And Skrull Regeneration. Okay, fine. Giganta will scheme for 1 plus 2, 3. So I've cleared the threshold. When this scheme would be completed, place 2 counters on Panic Crowd and remove all threat from here instead. All right, and the Minotaur. He's going to scheme for 1 plus 1. And a boost reveal this card. Okay, this isn't terrible. I can deal with this. Because I'm probably going to drop Giganta at least once next turn. Alright, bad card is... Outstanding Force. God! Discard the highest cost upgrade or support I control. Excelsior's gone. Alright. Oh, I forgot to mention, just like the last game, we're playing on Standard 2. Alright, I'm going to spend 1 Drunken Love to play Ancestors down. Uses 2 individual counters. Exhaust this card, remove an individual counter from it. Choose 1 card in my hand or play. That card gains the Cree or Skull trait till the end of the round. Alright. Alright, Teddy's flipping. Spend. Okay. Alright, so 1. Spending a scroll card, so using Cree Origin, exhaust to draw. One and 2 to play. Oh, sorry, before I do that. I would have exhausted ancestors and removed a counter to give Kree Ferocity the scroll trait. So now, 1, 2, and play Kree Ferocity. When I make a basic attack, I get +6 damage for that attack and may take 2 indirect damage to gain overkill. Teddy's response. I did play the card with a I gave used ancestors to give Kree Ferocity the scroll trait. So Teddy's response. After I play a card with Kree or scroll trait from my hand. Oh no, I have to do this after I attack. Okay, so basic attack 2 + 6, so 8 total. Or I have to take 2 indirect damage to do it. All right. Now that's done. Play for Kree Ferocity. I may get +6 for that attack. I may take 2 indirect damage. I just did. If I do, this card gains overkill. When I make a basic attack, you get +6 for that attack. I may take 2 indirect damage to get overkill. I took the indirect damage, so I am attacking for 2, 8 with overkill. 1, 2. Minotaur 7, so he's dead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so killed him. When defeated, place 2 cheer counters on cheering crowd. After attack, when Giganta would be defeated, reset her hit points to 10. Place 3 calm channels on cheering crowd. 3. 6, all right. And deal each player a face down encounter card. And also this. Retaliate and Stalwart. After her hit points are reset, place 1 panic counters on panic crowd and discard this card. On panic, man, fudge. All right. So you get discarded. Retaliate does not trigger because she was defeated before Retaliate can trigger. So, panic crowd. If there are at least 5 panic counters there, flip it without removing counters. After panic crowd flips to this side, each player draws a card. Cheering crowd. If there are at least 5 cheer counters here, flip the environment. After cheering crowd flips to this side, search the encounter deck and discard power for the Minotaur and bring it back to the first player. All right, so the Minotaur is coming back out to play. All right, everything has been dealt with on this end. All right, now all that's done. And what the heck? I will pay. All right, I will pay 1 and 2. To play Emperor Doric Vel, give myself the title. While I have the Kree trait, each ally I control gains +1 attack. While I have the Scroll trait, each ally I control gains a thwart. And I currently have Kree, so each ally I control gets +1 attack. So I will use Larvel to hit the Minotaur for 4. I just switch that off there because she's dead. All right, everybody straighten up. Draw back to hand size of 5. New toys are Glorious Flight, Kree Durability, Strength and Otherness, Changeling, and Energy. Okay. Put a threat here. Giganta will attack me for... How much she attack me for? 2 plus, hold on. Am I defending? No, I'm not defending. So 2 plus 3, 4. Minotaur attacks for 2 plus... He's villainous. I guess I won't defend again. 2 plus 3. This might have been a mistake. All right, bad cards. Flip card. Interracial hatred. Cards with the Korean skull trait that cannot ready. Exhaust Teddy Altman, discard this obligation. Second bad card. Dark Dealings. Villain schemes with +1 scheme. So, 1 plus 1. So schemes for 2. Alright, not great, but still. How am I going to do this? Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Just do it. Just do it. Okay. I can spend for 2 to play Changeling and gain area. When I use a basic power, exhaust Changeling, I get +1 to that power for this use. Discard Strength and Otherness for 1. Oh wait, screw that. Discard Kree Durability. No, I will not. Just go ahead and spend that for 1. No, we will just go ahead and discard Strength and Otherness for 1 and play Glorious Flight. After I defeat an enemy or a side scheme, discard Glorious Flight, ready my hero. No. One more time. All right, I'm going to exhaust ants. All right, I'm going to exhaust Ancestors, remove an individual counter from it. Choose a card in my hand. I will choose Changeling, and it gains the Kree Skull trait. This will also be a Kree card. So I'm going to spend 2 to play Changeling down. Kree Skrull superpower. Hulkling gains aerial. When I use a basic power, exhaust Changeling, I get +1 to that power for this use. Hulkling's ability. After I play a card with the Kree Skull trait from my hand, if I share the trait, draw a card. All right. And finally, you've been used up, so you're gone. Okay, this could work later. I will put it into play in a minute. All right. Now Teddy's going to flip to hero form. I'm sorry, alter ego form. Got to use the action on Kree Origin. Exhaust this card to flip it. Alter ego. Sorry, I have to exhaust it. My fault. But alter ego action response. After I change origin form, heal 1 damage from Teddy Altman. And Teddy will exhaust to heal 4 damage. I'll exhaust Otherness to play down Pride. Exhaust Pride, discard the top card of my deck. If it's identity specific, add it to my hand. Oh, sorry, I forgot to use the interrupt on Changeling. When I use a basic power, exhaust to gain +1 to that power. Recovery is a basic power, so 1 extra power on there. I'll drop Kree durability to... Actually, no, I will not do that. I will just go ahead and discard Glorious Flight. Now everybody will straighten up. Alright, Interracial Hatred. Cards with the Kree and Skull trait I control when I'm ready. Skrull Origin. Hulkling gets it, not Teddy, so he's fine. Doesn't have the trait. Didn't exhaust him, so this doesn't count. Doesn't... No, I did exhaust you, so... And doesn't have it, so that's fine, but I draw 6... I'm sorry, 6 total. Alright, my new toys are... Kree Durability. Not Today. Alliance. Night Nurse, Counterpunch, and Wiccan, finally. You lazy bum. It took you long enough to show up. Sometimes I don't even know why we're together. Alright, anyway, add a card. Gigantical Scheme for 1 plus 2, 3. So this hits. 2 panic counters. Reset to 0. The Minotaur schemes for 1 plus, excuse me, 2, so. Alright, bad card is Shadows of the Past. Of course it is. Alright. First things first, reveal my set-aside Nemesis minion, put him into play with me. Attacks gain piercing, attacks each player in hero form, so nothing. Then put Side Scheme in play. Minions cannot take damage. Threat cannot be removed from DNA masking while there are no minions in play. So I have to... Oh, that's problematic. That ruined all my plans. And these get shuffled into the deck. Alright, I'm going to exhaust Pride, discard the top card of my deck. Oh, that's the last card. Oh, well. Oh, that's the last card. If it had been specific, add it to my hand. Okay, I did not. Alright, you go away. Bad card for decking out. Alright. Go ahead and exhaust Teddy to clear Interracial Hatred. Okay. No, that's not so terrible. Alright. 1, 2, and 3 to play Wiccan. All right, we'll have to flip to hero form now. Emperor K. Sorry, now Skrull Origin gets into play. I am currently a Skrull. The Emperor comes to play. While I have the Scroll trait, each ally I control gains +1 thwart. So I'm going to exhaust Teddy. I'm sorry, exhaust William. Wiccan is William. Teddy is Hulkling. William is Wiccan. Teddy is Hulkling. Okay. So I currently have the Scroll trait, so Wiccan gets +1 thwart. So he's going to thwart this scheme for 3. So this is gone. Minions can now take damage again. Alright, I will get rid of Kree durability because I got nothing else I can do. So this is going to be risky, but 5. Alright, let's see. Okay. Not today, Ancestors, Drunken Love, Energy, and Provoked. Alright. Face down encounter card. So 3. Giganta attacks me for... Oh no, I'm an idiot. All 3 of these guys have Villainous. Or sorry, not that all 3 have Villainous, all 3 is going to get a boost card. Alright, let's go ahead and get this over with. Hulkling attacks for 1. The threat doesn't matter, so we'll defend that. So 2 plus nothing. Reveal this card. Empress K-Real hits me for 1 plus 2 boost. Get an additional boost card for the activation. 3, okay. Minotaur attacks me for 2 plus 3, 4. Bad cards are Fight Me Cowards. Giganta attacks me. Oh wait, so 8, 9, because Interrupt gets a panic counter. The Minotaur also gets a panic counter. No, wait. Giganta didn't do damage. The Minotaur did. Okay. So, now Giganta attacks. Wiccan will defend that, so... Nothing. My boyfriend hits it, and thank you. Second bad card is swapping roles. Exhaust each card that shares trait with my identity. So exhaust each scroll card, okay? All right, now I'm going to exhaust Pride and hopefully get an identity-specific card. I did. Yay. Won't do me any good, but I got it. All right, I will spend 2 energy resources to play Scroll Infiltration. Remove 4 threat from a scheme. Got no way to thwart. Yep, I think I am done. All right, now I will spend Drunken Love for 1 to play Ancestors. And maybe I can get lucky this next turn. Everybody readies up. Everybody readies up. Right from a scheme, I don't care. All right, my new toys are Shift and Strike, Provoked, Counterpunch, Strength, and Talus. All right, 1 damage. Giganta attacks me for 2 plus Teddy has to defend, so 3. Yep, 3, so I do take 8 damage. But I get to play Provoked after I defend against an attack and take at least 1 damage. Ready my hero. The Empress attacks me for 1 plus. I won't defend that one, so 1 plus 1. I'm already confused, so it don't matter. Now the Minotaur will attack me. I will defend that, so... Wait, she damaged me, so that's at 9. Minotaur attacks me for 2 plus... Oh, jeez. 3, 4, 5. I hit for defend for 2. Yep. The Supernatural Swindler killed me. Alright, so hits me for 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 2 is 3. Yep, I died. Because my plan was, if I had survived, I was going to counterpunch the Minotaur to kill him, which would have put 2 counters on Cheering Crowd. Then I would have Shift and Striked. I would have flipped this card to change form, to Shift and Strike to deal 4 damage to Giganta. Then I would have gone and hid in Alter Ego form and hoped sincerely that I could have lived 1 more turn. Yep, no way I could have lived through that. Okay. Sad face, but that was fun. I did enjoy that, and I appreciate a lot of the changes that Kajislav made to Hulkling. Either way, thank y'all very much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate you, and I will catch you on the next game. Take care.